as you can tell, the local community farmers are either totally against it or unaware or unsure of the benefits. If there was a right management team, if everyone understood the benefits, by all means it could move forward. We just want to make sure it's done right and done right for the local community. With the quarry, World Heritage would possibly shut it down or prevent it extending in the future. And if that resource shut up, then yeah, we've got obviously employees, we've got workforce, and we've got the company to worry about in the local area.
I think it might be slightly more.
Probably be a lot more public. People would know about it more, wouldn't they?
I don't think we know enough. I don't know if it would mean more people wandering over the land or not.
I think the plan is there's going to be more people coming, and for us it's fine, but we just don't have the infrastructure where we are. It's single track roads everywhere, and for us as it is, it's hard enough to get things done. If you're trying to shut it off to bring cows down or try to get a tractor up and down the roads, and if we've got extra cars and by the side of the road we can't move.
All you're going to do is bring more tourists in, which at that point will then be more tourist parking gateways, be more gates left open, be more people walking through crops, be more congested single track roads.
Parking would be front and centre, I think, to begin with. Assuming that if you had 10 to 15% increase, the parking's pretty sparse just now, so where are you going to put cars, how are you going to manage your traffic, and not end up with a situation where people are abandoning vehicles inappropriately.
I think that's much less than what I would have gathered.
That's not a lot, being a World Heritage Site. That's a massive brand up there with all the kind of great iconic pieces. So if you suddenly get a new one, that would have felt like it should actually generate.
That does surprise me, but if that's the case, then I would question why we want it. We're managing it as it is.
I don't think it make a huge difference. I don't think there'd be more or less employment.
I think there would be more seasonal employment if there were people doing tour guides.
Yeah.
My concern about it would be that it would be mostly for older people. This kind of waterfall effect would mean more people maybe needed jobs in shops and things.
It might convince the council to try and fix the roads a bit more as well.
Small paths as well.
Yeah. Or just to develop the area around it a bit more into something people can explore. I think just increase the amount of shops around here as well would help. Because in like Dilped, they've kind of failed quite quickly. Got a lot of them, so maybe it would help keep some local businesses alive.
Like myself, I've had to move away because there's no jobs locally, and I would doubt that having a World Heritage Site is going to create more jobs for people like myself to stay in the area. I can see maybe the hotel might need a couple of extra jobs, but you look at it and I think they're already struggling to get people in. So is there going to be much benefit? Is it going to ruin it for the likes of us as locals? Somewhere like the museum, I think there could be skilled jobs for people like myself, but it's whether you get them, whether people want them.
The main industries is agriculture, construction, forestry. It's not going to benefit any of them. There's tourists about the only people that will benefit, and anyone that's business involves tourism, bed and breakfast, your hotels, all the rest of it will I suppose benefit from it, but they'll be about the only ones.
I can only think it would be the museum, to be honest. Potentially more holiday houses, holiday lets.
Farming is struggling and it's becoming more and more of a struggle, especially my hill farming. I would be looking to diversify anyway, partly towards tourism, but if I could still keep the farm going and have a desirable product at the end of it, okay, it's a win-win.